Though I'm missing you, I'll find a way to get through. Living without you, 'cause you were my sister, my strength, and not only that, you were my sister, my strength.
Oh my God. Okay, girl, let's try that again. Okay. I think I had two like strings opened up. Okay.
Though I'm missing you, I'll find a way to get through. Living without you, 'cause you were my sister, my strength, and my pride. Only God, they know why. Still, I will get by. That you have to so suddenly, so fast. How could it be that a sweet memory would be all that we have made? Now that you're gone, every day I go on, but life's just not the same. I'm so empty inside, and my tears I can't hide. Though I try to face the pain. Though I'm missing you, I'll find a way to get through. Just living without you. You were my sister, my strength, and my pride. Only God may know why. Still, I will get back.
What did Frank say? But I bet you get by. What she said? Because a hoe will get by. What she said? Because a strong motherfucker will get by. What's going on, girl? That's the only part of the song I like, child. Okay, that's because Set It Off, girl. Set It Off. That whole little moment, girl. You know, they only had Brandy Park, girl, so it really just like cemented Brandy into this damn song, even though it's like 27 other damn motherfuckers on the track, girl. But because they put this shit right in the movie, girl, when Jada Pinkett Smith was going bald-headed and all, girl, okay, trying to come up here and tell us that how alopecia is recent, girl. Girl. We saw your hair fall out too and Set It Off, baby. We saw all them dookie braids fall off in the goddamn kitchen sink and stuff, girl. Okay, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? I know it's late. This is an improv live. This song is very fitting for the occasion. I am super happy about this particular sector news topic and discussion, girl. I'm here for it, honey. So you guys know what we're here to get into with that, girl. Make sure that you guys thumbs up this video. You gues know that thumbing up helps with YouTube's algorithm, girl. I'm not gonna let nobody play in my face no more when it comes to these thumbing up, girl. If I have to stop this show, if I have to stop the tea from spilling, if I got to stop the entertainment, if I got to stop the stimulation, if I got to stop, girl, everything that's going on to get these motherfucking thumbs up, from now on, that's what I'm going to do, honey, okay? Because we got to continue to accelerate and to transcend and to keep, you know, the ball rolling on the platform, girl, okay? We just got to do that. We got to do everything that's in the best interest of the brand. Also, if you're new here, girl, if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe, because if I like it, you're going to love it here. And shout out to all of the new subbies, girl. I appreciate you and everything. Shout out to my Patreon members as well. I love y'all. I'll be in the Patreon this week, girl. Getting into the teams of the teams as well. Ciao. Also, honey, you need to make sure that you have your notification bell set to all, because you never know what day or hour that the king shall be kinging. And if you don't mind, please share, because sharing is caring. With no further ado, girl, let's push the fuck on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, y'all? So, girl, we got some church announcements first, girl. First of all, I know y'all ain't seen me in like 3-4 days, girl. A bitch got a life to live, girl. I told y'all that me and one of my very good friends, who's also a mystic, pastor, preacher, and witch doctor, we are working on a webinar that we'll be bringing to you live and in color next month. It'll be a webinar that is for the Patreon members. We'll be getting into astral projection. Is going to be a very intense 2-hour unpacking. We will give you guys all of the deets on that. We're building the infrastructure for it. I'm super excited. I've never done a webinar before. So I'm just excited to get into spiritual talk, because that's really like that's my bag right there, girl. You know, the metaphysical bag. Okay. You know, that's literally like my foundation and motivation as a public figure. That's really what I want my legacy to be rooted in, honey. Obviously, God put a comma where there was a period, so I'm also going to be legendary, as I can see from my pop culture commentary, just from being an influencer and a personality and a fashionista, girl, okay? God did not want to limit the prince, baby, okay? So he kept putting commas where I would have been willing to put periods at. So I ain't even mad at it, girl. So we just expanded all aspects of the brand, allowing me to be all that I can be, because that's what the hell God created me to be. Also, those of you who are very familiar and long-term supporters of the platform, you guys know my best friend, one of my best friends, and somebody who is almost a regular on this platform, Spirit. You guys know my tattoo artist. He's been on the platform. He's been a part of the panels before. Well, he got married, you guys. Spirit is married to this badass melanated woman, baby. And they had asked me to be the photographer and the videographer for their wedding ceremony this morning. So I had to wake up at 10 o'clock. This morning, girl, after I had been up with Reckless all night long, girl, watching the Boogeyman and the Exorcism and shit, girl, and get up and go to this beautiful park where they were able to become one in spirit, girl. Okay, we took some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful images all over that wonderful park. There was a lot of great parts to shoot in the park. It was incredible. I've never been to a wedding before, and to be a part of a wedding and to be thought of was really just amazing. So it was just fantabulous, girl. But you know, love is still in the air, girl. Black love still excellent, girl. Black love still doing what it needs to be doing, girl. Black love still understands the motherfucking assignment, girl. Okay, period. So I've been doing that. Also, you guys know I got a niece, and just like being there for my brother and supporting him as a new dad. And I got a trip for Philly next month. I'll be going out there to see my best friend for a week. So it's just been like a lot going on, girl. Plus, the last time that I saw you guys on the platform, it was a 10-hour live, girl. So I had to also recuperate and hibernate from that damn live stream, girl. We was beasting, honey. Okay, now we just had a great old time over on Storm and Rose platform, girl. The Doctor, one of my other very good best friends and mentor. He had came up on the platform, girl, got into some of the controversy. So you guys make sure to check out Storm as well. We had cut a fool over there. And I'm going to be getting into the Dr. Reed and Bishop Whitehead's drama at noon today. So you guys make sure to have your notification bell set to all. I put the watch page in the community on the community wall. So you guys click that link and just set your reminder, and we will be live and in color noon, getting into all the things to the teens, girl. And there's a lot of things, baby. It's a lot of damn things, girl. Okay. Let's see here. What else, girl? Is that and speaking of Reckless, I want you guys to know Reckless is doing really well. Let me you guys know that we did a fundraiser for him or whatever, because you guys know that his mom had passed recently, and he had to uproot his life, like literally uproot it, like just like that, like no preparation, no nothing. Just had to like literally migrate from Florida to Georgia to be there for his mom until, you know, her untimely transition. And so he was out of work, and a lot of bills got backed up. He also has a GoFundMe, and I'm going to share this flyer that my beautiful mod Royal Supreme had created that has Reckless's information on it. It has his donation information, his Cash App. He doesn't have a PayPal anymore, but you guys can still use the Veil and the Zelle and the Cash App. And I don't think this flyer actually has to GoFundMe, but I'll also post the link in the description box. You guys just check out the video that we did last week called Reckless Bears His Truth, and the whole circumstance and situation will be there. If you guys want to help, he has a $3,000 goal, etc. You guys can support by donating to the Cash App or the Zelle or the GoFundMe, etc. Once again, all links are in the description box, and they're in this flyer. And if you just have any information about resources, etc., contact him on Instagram at Strictly Reckless. I believe it's Strictly Reckless. Strictly Reckless on Instagram, girl. Okay, and DM him if you have any information and resources. Other than that, definitely keep him in your prayers. But he's doing really well. I think he's in the chat tonight as well. Matter of fact, yes, he is here. What's going on, Bill? Okay, I'm trying to turn Reckless into my third baby daddy. Now, while we're here, girl, we're here to get into the things, girl. So I was scrummaging through YouTube after getting off of Storm's platform, girl, and I came across our residential investigator. He had made a community wall post that I found very interesting and that I really appreciate. Actually, I felt a weight lifted when I read it, and I want to read it to you guys as well. I guess our residential investigator is putting in his retirement card. Okay, he's moving on to higher heights and to better things, and I think that it's the perfect timing for that, and that is what's absolutely necessary. So let me bring this up, and then I'm going to get into my commentary, and then I might drop the link. I don't know, because I got a lot still to do tonight, child. I got a lot to do tonight, but we'll see. Let me see here. Let me see here. Okay. So this is our residential investigators YouTube platform. You guys already know who the hell Knockout Media is, girl. Okay. Okay. He's a friend. He's a mod. He's a fellow content creator, etc. Okay. And you guys know that there's been a lot going on as it relates to his relationship to not only this. I mean, if you guys want to call it this sector, and other sectors as well. And things got very explosive recently. You guys know the whole situation between him and Breaking the Culture, which I'll get into a little bit of that as well. So I had saw this on my community wall, not on my community wall, but on my homepage, okay? And this is from his community wall. And it reads massive, okay, in all caps, rebranding. Massive rebranding, okay? He goes on to say that he's done with everyone and everything that has to do with the past. I refuse, in all caps, to speak about, talk about, write about any of the reprobates. There will no longer be any opportunities to label me as disrespectful, violent, dangerous, etc. You will not see me on particular panels and channels because I will not be disrespected for the entertainment of others. I'm not going to go to panels where I am openly and utterly disrespected and told how to respond because of untrue, unsubstantiated claims. I don't care how close we were. If you're unwilling to respect my decision to move on, you're getting kicked out, or I will leave from whatever place the reprobates and their actions are noticed. I no longer have the energy or desire to entertain this shit anymore. Too many fake personalities, too many fake ass actions being done as a means to gain loyalty and so on. Sometimes this side is no different than the people they're trying to point their finger at. People cry and whine just to end up friends with the same people they said hurt them. It's stupid and it's unsustainable. I will no longer be a part, especially seeing as I explain things and they get ignored. For those of you who have been wanting to leave, do so. I'll gain a following elsewhere. This is only the beginning. All caps. If it wasn't clear, I am not talking about anyone from the A team, the self-proclaimed moral prostitute, or anyone else. If you're around solely for content on them, you're not going to get it. Kick rocks, okay? Now, a lot of y'all will say, girl, that's a whole lot of subliminal in there, a whole lot of this, a whole lot of that. Some of y'all even had inboxed me and asked me if this post was about me. And I'm going to tell you absolutely the fuck not, okay? Okay? I don't know why this post would refer to me at all, because I ain't done nothing but be good to all of these motherfucking people, okay? And if anybody got a problem with me, they're going to have to step to me like a man or a woman and address that. I don't read through subliminals. I don't do indirect. And I believe that Knockout will pick up the phone and call me because he's a grown-ass motherfucking man. So I'm not even making no assumptions about anything. And let me go on record and say this. I wouldn't even give a damn if this, in any way it's related to my platform or any, because first and foremost, all of my friendships that exist, like my friendship with other people is very clear. There's nothing like inconspicuous or subtle about the level of friendship that I provide to people around me, okay? I am there for people emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, etc. I go hard, I go off, etc. Okay? My friendships are not something that has to be loosely interpreted. And to go even further, I've been more of a friend to most people than most people have ever been to me and will ever be to me. So I don't even get into the whole whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that people know what it is, okay? What's understood don't need no motherfucking understanding on period, okay? But I also I would not personally care if there was anything to this as it relates to me or my platform, because at the end of the day, I believe that people should just do what the fuck is ultimately best for them, okay? And I don't care. Now, I'm saying I don't care, but I'm okay with people even walking away from me if somehow in a person's head, that's what they believe is best for them. I believe in people doing what's best for them. I'm not one of those selfish ass people who's like, go do what's best for you, but make sure that I'm a part of the best. I'm one of those people who's do what's best for you, for you. Because the reality is, especially in the context of all the drama that's played out over the past 2-3 years, everybody else has done what's best for them. Jobs did what's best for him. He moved the fuck on. That was uncomfortable for people at a time where the drama was still hot for other people, you know? Jobs didn't allow that pressure to suck his ass back into things that he just did not want to be a part of. He moved the fuck along, okay? Miss Miko eventually migrated as well. She did what the fuck was best for her, irregardless. You know what I'm saying? Irregardless. Irregardless. You know, she did what she had to do for her sake and her sanity. And she reinforced that when she came onto the platform a few days ago when we had a sector news topic. Larry been moved the fuck on. He just put the situation in the law's hand. And he went on to be rich. As he said tonight, baby. Okay. Breaking the culture. Breaking the culture honestly moved on as well. She got some things, she getting some things done as it relates to some things that keep being done to her. But in terms of like making content out of all of this and the back and forth and all of that shit, not there. Moved on. And I moved on since my coverage of the lawsuit wrapped up in January. Okay. I initially, as it relates to the church sector drama, only stepped into this situation on behalf of my friend Larry. I didn't even care about the things that were being said about me because I don't have enough of an ego to want to defend an ego. I know that I'm not my ego, so I don't allow my ego to convince me that what people think or say about me is relevant or significant. The only thing that I'm ever going to address is anything that's being done in all reality and being done in real life. And even with that, I'm going to put that where Larry put it at, in the hands of the fucking authorities who can actually do something about it, where it is right now, okay? Everybody in this situation has given the situation over to the proper authorities at this point. So it makes a lot of sense for things to move along anyway, because there's not really anything else to do regarding social media. There really isn't anything else to do. We can't say anything more than what's already been said. Social media has been exhausted. Social media was utilized for the things it should have been utilized for. And now, it rests in the proper powers that be. So when I read this post from Knockout, I was thinking to myself, absolutely, sir. It is absolutely time for you to also do what's best for you, because everybody else in the situation did just that. They did what was best for them. I know that a lot of y'all who found Knockout through the coverage he gave over the past, almost a year now? Has it been almost a year now? I don't know. Is it almost a year? Maybe a year. Almost a year now. Y'all found him due to the coverage. And, even on my own platform, I can see that a lot of people who was present during like the drama and during the bullshit and, doing all of the craziness are not even around for my platform anymore. They may be in the bushes now, or they may watch from afar, but they're not really engaged. And I'm also fine with that, even though I do think that is odd, but I'm fine with that. I hope that y'all can move on, like the audience that was a part and connected to all of this over the past few years, because all of the actual players in the game are done. So I don't know what that means for those who are still addicted to the drama. I don't know what that means for those who still are addicted to, the dynamics, but book closed. The door is closed. The door is closed. Honey. Okay, it's closed, girl. And Larry Reid did not get outed. Larry Reid has, if you follow Larry Reid, you'll know that Larry Reid is very open about his experiences with same gender loving dynamics. He's been very open about his sexual abuse. He's been very open about the things that transpired in his youth and etc. So yeah, like get into it, Joshua. So that's that. Now a lot of y'all are still asking me, or y'all are still commenting saying that, you know, where's Breaking the Culture's tell all? I don't give a damn whether Breaking the Culture, you know, just, I don't give a damn if she was gaslighted. I don't give a damn if it was ever real. I don't give a damn if the receipt she said she was going to show was ever real. I am happy that she did not do whatever it is she was going to do as it relates to her engaging with Knockout Media. Because, as I said in the live stream that everything was going down in, what point was it going to prove on either one of their side? Y'all been dragging each other. Y'all already done said every deplorable thing that can be fucking said about each other. Those who love Breaking the Culture and fuck with Breaking the Culture are going to do so regardless of what the fuck Knockout says, and vice versa. So I don't know why Breaking the Culture did not act on her receipts, but I'm happy that she did not further the drama. I think getting it all out on our live must have did some good. Sometimes when people discuss each other, clean the fuck out, and they're just given a space to just kind of like bash each other in the fucking head. You know, like sometimes the ass whipping does do good. I'm one of those. I'm a believer in the ass kicking. I'm a believer in letting motherfuckers fight. Let them hoes fight. Like, I'm a believer, baby, that sometimes violence is the solution, girl. Okay, we ain't gonna act like. Y'all ain't gonna act like in the comment section, girl, that some of the motherfuckers y'all call best friends today, y'all had to put a blackout on our whole eye. Y'all had to put a ring around that motherfucker's face. You ain't gonna act like you ain't had to put stars around a bitch head, honey. Now she done been your best friend of 14 years, okay? Now he your husband, girl, of 20 years. You ain't gonna act like, girl, violence ain't solved some shit, okay? Because baby, I'm a man. I'm a two-spirited person of a particular age, baby, and I believe in spoiling the rod, spoiling the hoe. Okay, so sometimes, baby, you just gotta let a bitch beat the Sonic. You gotta let two motherfuckers beat the Sonic coins out of each other's heads, like Reckless said, girl. Okay, and then everything is all right because y'all see after Knockout and Breaking the Culture had them beat the damn dog shit out of each other on that live. He ready to move the fuck along, and she ain't produced that video, child. You see, it must have did some damn good, girl, because bumping that ass is ready to hit the retirement, honey, and get their 401k, girl, and collect their Social Security on period. On period, baby. Okay, so it is what it is. So, you know, I think for those who are looking for resolve, whether you like Breaking the Culture or not, you have to appreciate the fact that after that live, that was it. I'm happy she didn't do nothing, you know, no more commentary, no more whatever. And I'm even happier that Knockout is rebranding, restructuring. You know, he seems to have a good thing going with the Miko Worldwide situation. It's been driving nice traffic to his channel. He's been getting really nice views on that content. And I'm happy that he was able to see that he has potential outside of all of the sector stuff, okay? Because I think that can limit us a lot of times as content creators when we don't allow ourselves to explore other things. Matter of fact, a lot of times content creators actually don't want to be reduced to beef. They don't want to be reduced to the drama, but unfortunately, a lot of times that be the only stuff at the time that works for a lot of content creators. And like most people, content creators don't like starting over either. You know, we don't like starting over from scratch. So most content creators know that, well, if I don't do this content, I'm going to lose the audience that I do have. And then it feels like you're literally back at square one. And that's not a good feeling. Okay. We look for continuation, not a restart. We look for expounding and evolving, not having to be back at zero and figure out the formula again. So it can be very scary for a lot of content creators who are trying to build upon their platforms, etc., but they get locked into a certain genre. So like I've been telling a knockout behind the scenes, like, keep on with the Miko worldwide shit. Like, milk that shit for all that it is. This gives you an opportunity to expose yourself to a whole new audience. It gives yourself to, you know, exist outside of the space that you don't always want to talk about, that you don't always want to report on, that you don't always want to focus on. Because I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I ran the lawsuit shit. The only reason why I even like indulged and dedicated my platform to the drama last year for the 6 months that I did was literally because of the lawsuit. If there wasn't an action being taken, I just wasn't going to comment and I wasn't going to respond because I just don't see the fucking point. So, you know, when the lawsuit happened, I definitely gave coverage, but that shit, 6 months, I was over it, baby. I could not have ran faster. After everything was, you know, wrapped up and everything, baby, I couldn't have ran off the plantation faster than this bitch, okay? Because I ran that shit. 6 months, baby. I was the first one in and the last one motherfucking standing, baby. Like, it was off the chain, and it was a lot of dedication. A lot of dedication. Okay, wait. Somebody's saying she did. Okay, I don't know whether she did or didn't. Hold on. They must have forgot CTV likes a little bit. Let me see. Are y'all saying that Breaking the Culture did do the video? I don't understand. Who is the she y'all talking about? Y'all talking about Breaking the Culture in the comment section? Zilzaya? Are you talking about Breaking the Culture? I'm confused. Okay, somebody break it down. Like, when y'all talking in the comment section, like, by the time y'all probably respond, I'm already, you know, several sentences down the line. So, like, let me know what the context of y'all statements are when y'all responding, because I don't know what y'all, like, I don't know, like, what the comments really pertain to. But 6 months was enough, bitch. I was over it. I was over it, baby. And I hauled ass and been over the hill ever since. I don't regret anything, though. I really appreciate everything that happened over the past 2 years. It was very eye-opening. It was definitely an opportunity. I felt like I took it as an opportunity to be hazed, because I know that God has set me up to be a superstar, baby. Okay, I'm the next Beyonce in this motherfucker. And so I looked at everything that happened, the doxing, the harassment, the slander, the blah, 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 blah. I took it as a training course. It was like a microcosm of what it looks like to have hypervisibility and to be subjected to tabloid media, to be subjected to blogs, to be subjected to media, all things that are going to come with the territory as God expands my reach. And so rather than leaning in it and feeling like a victim per se, I took it as an opportunity to adapt to being talked about, to adapt to someone else controlling your narrative, to adapt to false narratives. There was a lot of redemptive quality in. There's a lot of redemptive quality in your haters. Haters have their place. Slanderers have their place. And if you utilize them correctly, and you understand you understand how God is using them to inform you and use you to strengthen you, you literally can be empowered by your haters. You just have to understand how to utilize it to improve upon yourself. Okay. And I am forever grateful for the past 3 years. Forever grateful. The ups, the highs, the downs, the lows, the ins, the outs. I'm grateful for it because now I am fully in control of my pedestal. Like, you can't get me off of my rocker just because you running your dick sucker. You can't get me off my pedestal just because you call yourself Doxton. You can't get yourself, now that I've actually had to do the work over the past 2.5 years and work through all of that shit intellectually, work through it metaphysically, I've overcame myself. I've essentially died unto myself. So the person that people be hating on, it don't even exist, honey. It's a figment of your imagination. That CTV is a figment of your imagination. And I don't have to be burdened with whatever figments or aspects of your imagination. Baby, okay? It's not real. Okay? And to respond or to engage energetically is a choice. It's a choice. And see, people who truly talented, they got something to bring to the table, they don't have to rely on victimhood because they actually have gifts to stand upon. They have an anointing to stand upon. They have a purpose to stand upon. So I utilize all that shit to empower myself, baby. So I'm ready for TMZ, boo. I'm ready for the Shade Room, boo. And shout out to the Shade Room, baby. You know, because they be following my motherfucking Instagram stories and shit. I don't know what they're looking for, baby, but I'm glad I'm on the Shade Room's radar, girl. I'm glad that I'm on these major outlets' radar, girl. We doing something right over here. Okay? We doing something right over here. Okay? I'm ready for all that, honey. I'm ready for the accuser of the brethren. Okay? God allowed me to have an opportunity to flex before my haters and enjoy the hating, baby. Find the bliss and the beauty of it all. So I'm here for it. I'm more so happy that this era gets to come to an end because the conversations are redundant. The residual drama is literally that. It's just residual energy. It's the same shit. It's so stupid at this point, and we've won the war. We've won the war, and winners should act like winners. Okay? Because when my haters are still like crying out from the land, I consider themselves Cain and Abel, bitch. It's just it's the ghost crying out from the land, girl. You don't exist no more, baby. We being off your head, honey. Okay? Just because you don't take a L, just because you don't know how to receive and acknowledge your L, don't mean that you didn't take one, boo. You lost, okay? Your whining don't tempt me to come back and remind you that you lost, baby. You lost. It's represented in everything, baby. It's represented legally. Your loss is represented legally. Your loss is represented in your viewership and the credibility of your platform, girl. Everything has been taken from you, baby. Okay, everything, baby. Okay, you being jobless, unemployed, swiping the EBT card, baby, working for DoorDash now in your middle age years, honey, hoes getting kicked out of zero teams and shit, child. The L's are represented everywhere you look, girl. So it doesn't matter if a bitch keeps acting like they don't know that they lost. We all know they lost. We all see that they lost. Therefore, it is the fucking end. You ain't gonna keep me talking just because you gonna keep on talking, okay? It's like a motherfucker who got their ass whipped, baby. And they don't want to acknowledge that ass whipping, baby, so they keep on talking that shit, baby. You can keep talking that shit, baby, but that ring is around your motherfucking eye, and everybody knows who gave it to you, sugar. Okay? Talk that shit, honey, but we can see that there's 6 missing teeth on the top gum line, honey. Okay? You can fuss and you can whine all you want to. You can be the victim, honey. You can, I'ma do this, I'ma do that, baby. You got your ass wide up, okay? And it's okay. It's so okay. So, it's been a long ride. It's been quite a journey. And it's not even completely over, you know, because there's some real shit going on in the background. But the proper channels are at work now. And now, you know, we can slip and slide into the future. You know, this is, you know, destiny manifested at this point. And I don't really know what else to say, because to be honest, Knockout was like the last bit of it. Knockout was like the last bit of it, really. Like, you know, he was the last member of the team, you know, who was, you know, engaging in it like that. And now that he is done, that means people gonna be swinging in the air at a ghost in the room now. There won't be nobody to feed off of anymore. There won't be nobody to use as an excuse to respond to. Now that Knockout is pulling out, now that he don't put the reverse Uno, the opponents are going to be fighting, girl, with an invisible force in the room. Okay. They're gonna be swinging in the motherfucking air, honey. Okay. And I'm happy for it, because we being tired. We all been tired. We been tired. You know, and I've told Knockout Media this, that, you know, because of this being his content for so long, and I supported him, I had to indirectly also support kind of the drama in a way, because that mostly was what he built his platform off of at the time. So I was never really supporting the drama, but I was supporting Knockout. And unfortunately, that was the content he was doing at the time. So, you know, I had to, you know, see some things and rehear some things, and kind of found myself even, you know, having certain conversations about the past and certain things that played out, etc. But I don't regret that either, you know, because I'm going to support who I'm going to support. And, you know, if that's where he was and what he wanted to do, then, you know, I was going to stick beside him, girl, you know, because that's just what we do, honey. But I'm happy that this is it. This is it for the church sector. We are the church sector. Our enemies don't even make up the church sector. Or don't hold our roaches. Church sector moving along. You know, now on to what we've been on to. More panels, more intense discussions, addressing men's community, Black women's community, having the hard conversations, doing the motherfucking work, expanding minds, raising our emotional intelligence, girl, intellectualizing, spiritualizing, gagging, roasting, pop culture. I mean, we're going to do what we've been doing. We're going to be doing what we've been doing, girl. Okay? We're going to be doing it, honey, and doing it and doing it and doing it well. You know? And if that content don't work for everybody, because as I said earlier, you know, I've noticed a lot of people who was around last year, I don't see them people no more. And, you know, it is what it is, because, you know, ain't no, you know, we ain't missed no beat over here. The channel has grew and grew and grew and grew and grew and grew, girl. Since then, girl, we were 10,000 subscribers out from where we was last year. You know, as soon as I stopped talking about that shit, that's when I saw, boom, shit shot straight to the top of the charts, girl. Platform shot straight to the top of the charts, girl. That's when the Christmas weekend, the epic 2021 Christmas weekend popped off, girl. And, you know, we gained like 10, 11,000 subscribers, just boom, off the rip, honey, you know. So even the universe was ready for CTV to move the fuck along. The universe couldn't even hold it no more, girl. The universe had been just waiting on me like, okay, girl, you done? Is you done? Is you finished? Is you done? Is you finished with the shits, girl? Because as soon as I was done with the shits, go, bloop! I was epically rewarded, and I have been moving fast steam ahead. So I am happy that officially everyone has found their corner and they where their ears. And I'm wishing everybody well. I'm gonna drop the link. I don't know if anybody want to come up and say anything. We ain't gonna be here long, child, because I got stuff I gotta look at before I go to bed, so I can be preparated for my live at noon, girl, to get into this Bishop Whitehead and Dr. Reed situations, honey. CJ's daughter says most of y'all are tired, but there's still a couple that aren't. It's definitely a pattern. And as a supporter of some, I've unfollowed. I understand, child. Everybody got to do what's best, child, because it was a lot. It was a lot, child. It was a lot emotionally. It was a lot mentally. It was just a lot, you know. And, you know, there were we had supporters who was more fucking victimized by this shit sometimes than I felt we were as people who were actually a part of the drama, child. So dealing with all of the emails and all of the people who were like reacting to everything on our behalf, all that shit was exhausting. It was exhausting. You know, and people mean well, but it was definitely an emotional toll on a lot of us who we wasn't even invested like that, but we were invested in the people that cared about us. And sometimes it was triggering, child. So nonetheless, welcome to the platform knockout. What's going on?
What's up? I just wanted to say this. I don't have no beef with you. No, you know what it is between us.
Yes.
I'm really disassociating myself and like denouncing the followers of the beef. The followers and the subscribers to Knockout is this violent, misogynist, woman-hating, evil person or whatever, right? I'm not finna go back and forth with nobody. I'm not finna sit up here and try to prove what I already know to be true and what other people who know me already know to be true. There's and the thing is, bro, like I have a tattoo on my wrist that I tattooed, and it says the truth because I believe in the truth. The truth always sets you free, and no matter what, you will have to dwell in the truth, just like all these people who have been going back and forth for 2 years and 3 years and shit, 7 months, 6 months to a year, bro. Once y'all realize the truth, y'all are gonna be one hurt, and you're gonna have to rebuild from it and rebrand yourself in a horrible way because you weren't ready for it. I'm gonna be prepared for it because I'm already in the mindset of moving forward. That's always been my thing, and I don't know how many times I had tried.
Oh shit! Did I accident? I don't know whether knockout. Maybe I disconnected. I just had to unmute myself. I don't know whether I accidentally kicked his ass out or what. I put the link back in the chat. Knockout. If you're still in there, he might be on his phone, so he might have got a phone call. Let me read some of these comments while we wait on knockout to come back. Now you can address any more. Now you can. Well, hold on. What's going on in the chat, child? What's the tea with Joshua? What happened? Joshua is not subscribed to this channel if he's dumped for trolling. Well, Joshua is subscribed to his channel. He's typically in our streams. And he's consistently in the streams. I don't know what are you doing in this chat, Josh? Let me read, because now Joshua is naturally obnoxious. He is acquired taste, if you will, okay? Because I be having to get Joshua's ponytail together as well, but Joshua doesn't ultimately mean any harm, and he has a unique sense of humor, and he's just naturally annoying, but he's good people. Hold on, what's going on with Joshua? I don't know what happened. But if y'all block Joshua, unblock Joshua. Thank you. Maybe that's something I have to do. Don't knock out. Don't leave. I don't know what the hell going on. Girl, y'all be having it going on. I don't know what the hell's going on, child. We asked him to stop. He's only on timeout. What did he do? Like, what happened? What happened? Thank you, Prissy Poodle. Wishing you much success. Ain't had nothing but it, boo. Ain't had nothing but it since last year, child. We ain't miss a beat. I've been living my best. 2022 has been like the best year of my motherfucking life. Like, it literally has just been a very amazing year. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with where everything is in my personal life. I'm very happy with where my platform is going and what my platform is known for. I'm very happy about a lot of the relationships I was able to build this year. I was able to get to know Tasha K. I was able to get to know Storm and Roll. I was able to get to know Chelsea. I was able to like get to know so many wonderful people who are definitely controversial out here on these streets. But you know, I was able to get to know Knockout. You know, he was a friendship I wasn't expecting, you know, to happen. And we are like super fucking close. So and then life has just been good, man. You know, like life has just been really awesome. So yeah, no, it's everything and everything. CTV, he started with commenting at Larry. Oh, okay. Larry did say something on Storm's platform that I knew it was. Larry had walked right into the punches. I like I knew what he was gonna. I knew what the aftermath was gonna be. Y'all know Larry don't be really monitoring. He ain't really that politically correct, girl. And he say things that sometimes gaslight people who ready to run their mouth, honey. Ready to run their mouth about something, child. So yeah. So if Joshua's in Storm's live stream tonight, then it's a reason why he's saying that. But that's why I had to correct you, Joshua. If you follow Larry, you know, anybody who knows Larry and follows Larry is not surprised by what Larry said tonight on Storm's platform, okay? And sometimes Larry don't intentionally clear it up because Larry has a certain sense of humor. And sometimes he'll put his he'll spill own shit. You know, he'll talk in a way that'll definitely get shit started, okay? And he be doing what he be doing intentionally, but like he said tonight, he don't give a damn what none of y'all say because you rich, okay? Oh, period. He don't give a damn whether, you know, you understand the context of his sentiments or whatever, because he rich, okay? So it be what it be, okay? And let me be honest about that too. Like, Larry has also had a sense of humor about his molestation as well. And that's what a lot of and I'm gonna get into this a little bit later in the Larry live commentary. But it's funny how like people will be upset at Larry because of the way he commentates maybe on their situations. But Larry also keeps that same energy when it comes to himself. He keep that same energy when it comes to himself. Larry will, you know, find humor even in things that are considered dark when it comes to his own life. And sometimes the people around him, we have gotten on his ass, you know, about, okay, Larry, you need to, you know, but Larry is an Aquarius. He's able to have a great sense of humor. He's able to have a dark humor even. He's able to find humor in his own stuff. And what I can say about Larry is he keeps the same energy. Let me tell you something. If the shoe would have been on the other foot and Larry family or his church would have been shot, I mean, he would have been robbed or whatever, people would have been out here talking, y'all was never going to see Larry jump on somebody else's live stream and cuss them out and fuss with them about the way they commentated about his situation. Because Larry probably would have laughed at his own situation if the shoe was on the other foot. And Larry don't really be that invested in other people's opinions also to begin with. So it ain't never really necessary to give it that level of energy ever. So let me drop this stream. A knockout, I don't know where you went, sir. You're not blocked if you in the chat, Trouble Woman. Like, you wouldn't be able to comment if you were black. I mean, if you were blocked, boo. I wouldn't see your comment here if you were blocked, boo. I wouldn't be able to highlight your comment, boo, if you were blocked, darling. You're not blocked. Maybe you're back, but you're not blocked, okay? Oh my God. Let me see. Shauna says when folks don't have ammunition, they take the cheap shots. Absolutely. Throwing back info you done already discussed. Absolutely, honey. When they can't reach in their pockets, baby, they reach for the stars and the UFOs and the conspiracies and the subjective and everything else, baby. But they ain't got nothing else to reach for. He said he's the top. And he explained that all straight women are bottoms and all straight men are tops, okay? He's literally doing the topping and the woman is doing the bottoming. And he also said, yes, I have had same-sex experiences. I've been molested. I've had, ancestral experiences with, molesters in my family, etc. I've been there and done that. I know what that experience is. He does not shy away from any of that. And I'm really happy about it because we've been talking a lot on this platform about Black men needing to break their silence, Black men needing to normalize transparency around sexual abuse, especially sexual abuse at the hands of other men, and how Black men also need to normalize transparency around their own exploration and curiosity of their sexuality, because women have been able to do that for so long without a lot of pushback. Women have been able to talk about, I've been with a woman, I've tested and tried, I've driven a BMW and a Hyundai, I done driven a Cadillac and an 18-wheeler, okay? I done did it, and Black men have a right to their truth, and the Black community always calling for people to stand in their damn truth. And then when they stand in their truth, people want to witch hunt and drive people into the obscurities of society. And I'm glad that men like Larry have a platform where he can be a voice for Black men. He can be a voice for sexual assault as a sexual assault victim at the hands of other men, and he can be he can bear witness to the complexity of sexuality and the naturalness it is to explore your sexuality as you get to know your sexuality, and to not back down because people are going to call you gay, call you bisexual, even though you're telling people to their face that even though I've had same gender loving experiences, I don't identify as a same gender loving man. There's a difference. Just like you have a lot of heterosexual women who have had same-sex experiences who do not, in fact, identify as queer. They wouldn't be with a woman today, even though they experimented with a woman 20 years ago. They didn't go marry a woman. They don't sit around and desire women. It was something under the circumstances that they wanted to participate in, and they did, and that those experiences informed them, because the only way to get to know yourself is by having experiences. So I don't know why people, and we only do that when it comes to men. We only slap them with the label of gay. Once again, women can be sexually fluid, and it's just not a problem. So I'm with Larry. He too old to really give a fuck about what people think, and he too goddamn rich. Who really gives a fuck? So it is what the fuck it is. Ice Lottery. She's not. I don't care. I can't even. Oh, your phone died. Okay. But if you want to hit the link, knockout, because I know that you was in the middle of your sentence, I just dropped it again for you, boo. So if you want to hit it again, I just dropped it for you. When you're secure in your being, yep, you can't be offended. Larry demonstrated that beautifully. Yeah, this is what it looks like when you complete, honey. You can't tell me something I don't know about myself, baby. Okay? You can't tell me about me. You can't tell me about me, baby. Even Storm had to say that tonight. Y'all keep, he was saying it to his audience, honey. Y'all keep talking about come out the closet, be comfortable in my truth. Bitch, how about you be comfortable in the truth that I'm not gay? How about you be comfortable? Okay? How about you be in the uncomfortable truth that despite you thinking that I'm feminine as hell, I'm not queer, and those two things are not synonymous. A feminine man does not equate to homosexuality. There are plenty of soft-spoken, normal acting ass, or even feminine, flamboyant acting straight men who don't get down with the doo-doo brown. It is what it is. Okay? And we're going to be collecting the narrative. So I had to get up there on that platform again and call out them toxic ass motherfuckers who was in the chat gaslighting me with all they patriarchal bullshit, honey, and all they double standard bullshit, honey. Okay? I had to reclaim my time, in the words of Maxine Water, honey. Okay? I had to do it. How is someone else is coming out benefiting your family life? Exactly, Kiwana. Ray says, so for folks who still want to spread rumors about Larry, how would they like it if people did the same? Oh, they wouldn't. They would be Bishop Whitefield, baby. Off with his head. Okay, going goddamn ballistic, honey, but flippantly love to just talk shit about other people, honey. Okay, but will lead a damn insurrection, honey. Lord forbid somebody get them fucked up. Crazy Cray says, I believe Storm has trolls on his channel. Yeah, child, it's a lot of different energies over there, girl. There's a lot of different energies over there, honey. But Storm handles it well. He handles the scrutiny and the judgment and the constant obsession of the public with his orientation. You know, people are just, he handles it well. He really does. Let me see. I think he is bi because his favorite topic is about breadbasket and gets on well. And he gets on well with gay people than straight. Tasha, that's not true. Larry has more heterosexual friends than he does straight. Kendall, Shamaka, Bishop Bernard, Jordan, Bishop Bloomer, Carlton Pearson. If you look at who Larry runs with, he has queer friends as well. But he gets along perfectly with straight men as well. He doesn't have more gay friends than straight friends at all. And he's cool and loves everyone. He's an all-inclusive individual. Hell, straight women get along better with gay men than they do other damn women. But that don't make them gay or bi. And sometimes straight men get along better with other straight men than they do with women. That don't make them gay or bi. Once again, we only do this when it comes to men, black men particularly. And I don't think that's healthy at all. Everyone is obsessed with his sex life. I'm like, y'all are tripping. We ain't here for that. On period, zero manifested. On period, like it's the T. Welcome back, Knockout.
All right, yeah, sorry. I don't know if you had already moved on because I'm pretty much ready. I just wanted to get out the way because
what had inspired this transition? Like, what was the straw that broke the camel's back? Like, what was the moment where you was like, I'm done. Like, I can't do this anymore. I'm over it.
So even after the before the 10-hour live, right? Mm-hmm. What transpired before, the whole thing about like just the narrative around me and everything, right? And really what sparked like the decision was I had a conversation this morning with someone who gained 10,000 subscribers recently because of the Miko situation. And he was somebody that lived with him, has like really close experience with him and everything like that, right? So I had tapped into his show earlier this morning, and he was asking me to come up, and me and him had a conversation. And he was, big upping me and giving me my accolades and everything, telling people to subscribe, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, when these people come over, now that I got it set up the way I do, it's really just my lives, that they will look at. But I was like, what do I want people to see? And you know what I mean? When people ask me like, hey, what is it that you do? What is it that you're about? Right? Um, to me, that means a lot. It means a lot when you're able to say like, I'm about this, I'm about that, and actually be about it. You know, so for me, I'm definitely about everything that I talk about. That's for sure. But I want that to be a staple when people come to my platform. It's a platform based off of truth, and it's a platform based off of um, somebody who's speaking facts. You know what I'm saying? The other shit, the bullshit, the fighting and all that. That I don't want to say it takes away from your credibility, but it distracts people from the actual conversation that you're trying to have, and or whatever point that you're trying to get across. And it's not even the fact of like I'm beefing with people. It's just going back and forth with these people that I was once either cool with, or these people that are mad because of what has come out, or the truth. So I'm a
Hold on. So when you say that, like, what is that?
mm,
Like the truth? Because I know you were saying that earlier. Like when the truth comes out, the truth comes out. When the truth comes out.
yeah. So to me, there were a lot of things that were trying to be either suppressed or hidden, and I guess I had came across them things, especially after I started, associating with you or associating with other people that were, I guess, close to the situation or whatever, right? But again, it's like once people really started to realize the truth about their actions or their role in things, the narrative quickly started to change into, oh, well, you're betraying me or you turned against me or whatever the case, right? And I wouldn't even say that was like on my part anything that I could have changed or did differently, because all I did was lend a listening ear to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be fair and impartial to everybody, and it seems like in that I got lost in trying to please too many people at one time. You know what I'm saying? And I
Or maybe too many people wanted you to please them at
yeah,
one time.
yeah, and whether the case be that they see what I was doing as help, or if they see it as it was detrimental or whatever. Um, it still happened the way it happened, and everybody, like you said, had to look out for themselves in some type of way. So um, instead of me coming on and saying, well, why didn't you look at me, or why didn't you support me, why didn't you protect me, and all this shit, bro, I'm gonna protect myself, and I'm gonna do what's good for myself and just rid myself of the situation. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta just take a step back, even if people think that it's a brash or like a immediate kind of like knee jerk decision or whatever. It's not any animosity and it's no anger towards anybody. It's just straight up and down, bro. Like, I'm done with this shit. And when I say I'm done with something, I'm done with something. Like, I mean what I say, for sure. And I don't think it's fair to try to pull somebody back into something that they're trying to get away from. And I also don't think it's healthy for, anybody really to be harping on a situation for months on end, years on end, or whatever. Um, even the shit about the audios and all that shit, right? It's like, okay, so after you do what you do and all that shit, what is really the end? You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, what is the end goal? Because what does it make you feel after you do that shit? You know what I'm saying? It's always oh, I regret, or maybe I shouldn't have, or maybe I should have went about it a different way in hindsight. And I don't want it to be. I don't want to have those conversations no more. I don't want to hear nobody say no shit anymore about, oh, well, I didn't mean to, or I want to change this, or I want to change that. And it's like, nah, um, all that shit, bro. Just keep it, save it, because I'm moving on. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to hear nothing else about any of these people, bro. Like, none of them do anything for me, conscious, at all. Nobody, nobody. I don't benefit like out of nobody monetarily. I don't have supporters coming out the ass from this situation. I don't have none of that in terms of like YouTube benefits or whatever. And then in real life, this shit really don't matter because it's only when I log in that people pay attention to knockout media like that. And not even so much that is like, no, people don't really pay attention unless knockout media is talking shit or exposing somebody or whatever the case. So if I'm gonna do it, and especially in that way, I'm gonna do it to where it matters. You know what I mean? I'm a spread awareness and help people and be a voice for the people that are gonna be grateful for it, and not switch up. You know what I'm saying? Which is uncontrollable, is out of my control. But when you're intrinsically trying to help or spread awareness about a situation, I don't even think that you like it's a thought that people are going to be genuine or not. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter because I'm being genuine at the end of the day. You know,
Right.
so I'm not finna put no more responsibility or accountability on anybody else to be the type of person that I expect them to be, because at the end of the day, it's like you're gonna get disappointed 9 times out of 10. You know, um, the biggest thing for me is from now on, like I want to establish myself and set myself in the way that there is no narrative, there is no something that can be created, because all my shit is in the truth. And if you go back and look at my videos, go back and look at my catalog, bro, everything I said is gonna relate to it, what exactly I'm doing. You know what I mean? Just like even going back to the real life shit, the school shit. You know what I mean? Everybody was doubting me. No, you're not gonna da 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 whatever, bro. Like I'm going into this second semester, fall semester. After I get done with this fall semester, I'll be able to apply for either med school or this program that I'm trying to get into. And then after that, bro, like the ball's really gonna start. It's gonna really start to get rolling. And it's like this is just the beginning for Knockout Media. This is not the end or the middle or whatever, bro. Like I really just started coming on 7 months ago. So the thing about it is like the rate of growth and then the substantiality of my content is what's going to change. Um, but even before, when I was making the call outs and I was doing everything, it wasn't because of views. It wasn't because of, oh, this is what I have to do or what I need to do. It was because I wanted to do that. You know what I mean? And once I felt like I didn't want to do it no more, I stopped. You know what I'm saying? And it's like going to be the same thing with the Miko situation. That's what I was telling dude earlier. I was like, bro, I don't do no 10, 15, 100 videos about somebody. You'll get 5, 6 good videos out of me and I'm moving the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Like I already said what I got to say unless something new comes out. And it's going to be something different for people to hear. But as far as regurgitating the same thing and just fighting or whatever, just for the hell of it, bro, I'm not doing it. There are different ways to grow, and there are absolutely ways that you can garner an audience and a subscriber base and everything without having to bicker back and forth with somebody or go back and forth and say, oh, I got receipts on you, or your parents this or your mom that, and like all this other childish shit, bro. Like it's not worth the headache, and it's definitely not worth the energy to be spent on these people, if you ask me. um I'm moving the hell forward, bro. Like I'm so much about putting one foot in front of the other. It's not even funny at this point, you know. So, like I said, I'm
Do you
working
have
on.
any regrets?
Huh?
Like, do you have any regrets? If you could rewind the hands of time, would you have changed even getting involved?
My only regret is not vetting the people for myself that I defended, and I'm not saying that in the case of like I shouldn't, like I feel like I shouldn't have, did what I did or whatever. But I think if I would have spent more time like researching and really looking at these people for who they are rather than the victims that I saw them being, you know what I'm saying? Because like let's be honest, a lot of the people that I was defending absolutely were not just victims. They had their part in things too. They had
You about to see.
well, I'm just saying, like they had dirty hands as well. So, and it's shit
I
that
want to
they.
say this. I said it in the last live knockout. Hey, it's a lot of things that probably are going to go to the grave.
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
have been saying it like kind of on again, off again for a while. That there's a lot of things people don't know. A lot of things people don't know. People don't know a lot of shit. People think that they know it, but like I said in the last live, please don't think because you watched every live stream and you saw every video that went up, came down, got privated, got deleted, went up again, you saw every panel. Don't even think that all of that equates to 100% perception, because none of that shit is with the nuance of all the things that transpired outside of those live streams and all of the things that happened personally that did not even become content, because some of us had enough bandwidth to not turn everything into content. It was bad enough. It was already what it was, yet alone to then air it and to blast it. And so I always tell people, baby, it's there are things that have been done and said that people don't even know that people don't even know. Like, not even like the public, but I'm talking about like
Right.
us involved. There are things that people don't even know
that we aren't gonna know because
like that we know that it's and and I don't know if there ever be an opportunity for those things to ever get spoken about, which is why I said that probably things that are going to go to the grave with. But yeah, I can
and
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, and it's like, with that being said, right? I'm not gonna sit up here and like try to call anybody out their names, say that they're liars or whatever, or anything like that. But I just want to say that my only regret is not vetting these people more before I had gave them opportunity or gave them a voice or gave them a platform or whatever. So it's like, now on from the future, my thing is you'll see new people coming on the platform, new interviews and stuff like that, but you won't necessarily see me reaching out to them in terms of a friend or anything more than this YouTube thing, because again, you'll be suckered into and especially again, if you're a genuine person, you're coming in this thinking that you're going to meet other genuine people, bro. That is like, me and Conscious have the dynamic we have because we are genuine people, but you see, out of all the people in this situation, that
it's gonna be 95% fuck nigga shit and 5% genuine. Like,
and speaking into that, just like how you were saying a couple of weeks ago, like, it's one thing for the content creator to move on and everything, right? But then if the audience is like still basking in that same shit, then it's like, what is it that the content creator can do? You know what I mean? And it's like, well, shit, if I have this audience and I want to keep my audience and keep interacting with these people, because again, I'm a genuine content creator, and I want to manufacture these genuine connections, you know what I mean, with my audience and everything. You want to be able to please them and say, okay, well, if this is what you want, then shit, I'll give that to y'all. But I'm not finna, do it at the detriment of my sanity. I'm not gonna do it at the detriment of my well-being or my health or my mental state or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm also not gonna do it even if it calls for the bag or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's just some things that I won't do, and I will refuse to engage in. You know what I mean?
So was I right? Like, all the things that I forewarned about becoming your experience.
Oh, absolutely.
Came into this.
And speaking of that, CCTV is like, I want to say, in an upcoming couple of weeks, you're probably gonna there's gonna be something that transpires that it's gonna be like a pool trying to get you to be, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be scratching the floor while this thing is trying to, drag you by your feet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, to the point that, like you said earlier, if I'm the last straw, like if I'm the last one keeping this shit alive, get rid of that excuse. You know what I mean? Like, that's not an excuse no more. That's not a reason to come out CTV no more. That's not justification as to why you, like, CTV's not coming after none of the alleged victims, none of that bullshit. So all that other stuff, bro. And like I said, I feel like a lot of the shit is also being carried on again by the audience. I don't know if there are people from the other side that want to instigate and antagonize just to have some shit to go watch or whatever because you're bored. But bro, like that shit's so dead, it's not even funny. It's lame as fuck. There's nothing that comes from it. And CTV, you got better intuition than I do, but that's just where what I'm seeing. And like how we had discussed this shit, it really only has two ways of ending. You know what I mean? If in the grand scheme of things, if people want to keep the shit going, and for me, it's like I respect you and I love you enough as my friend not to bring that energy to you or to your platform, and not to you as a person in real life, because again, we've dealt with some bullshit in real life that people don't really know about. So with all that being said, you know what I mean, it's really out of respect for myself and out of respect for who I consider my genuine friends, which would be you know what I mean. And my girlfriend is like, I don't want none of these bullshit ass people, none of this shit, like, you know what I'm saying, to be rubbing off on anybody that I care about, and especially not on me. So, with that being said, it's like, bro, I'm done with this shit, dog. I'm over it. I'm so far, transcended beyond that shit that the stuff from 6-7 months ago, it really don't matter, bro. It really don't. And it's like moving on to like more serious shit, like even the stuff that you're gonna talk about tomorrow. And reckless situation and everything. It's like we got real shit going on over here, bro.
Nah, it's been real nigga shit.
Yeah, we don't
real nigga shit.
Like, we're not dealing with no bullshit. It's like real life shit every day. You know what I mean? So it's like
people didn't even know like what my friend was dealing with over the past 2 months. Like while we was up here entertaining and holding down panels and doing commentary and doing social media, people didn't even have any idea over the past 2 months. Like my friend was going through, what he was going through, and had made this big transition and was supporting his mom, and like all the stuff that was going on the back end. Like they had no idea. I like when I be telling people like I live a real life. Like I have a real life. I have like real people, real friendships. Like I have like a whole life outside of this space. That's also really been a big contributor as to why I also I didn't have time for the petticoat. Because when I'm not here, my phone is ringing off the hooks. When I'm not here, my door is knocking. When I got people that need me, I got people that's calling upon me. I got people in every direction that I'm involved with in real legit ways. So like I don't have the energy to also then give to people that I don't give a fuck about, which is certainly petty hoes. I don't give a fuck.
No, not at all.
A petty shit, like a shit. You're gonna have to do more than shit talk, baby. I mean, if all you got in your bag is your mouth, you're gonna have to step up your weapon of choice.
You're gonna have to step it up, and then check this out. So I think you are probably the most like forward observer of how my life has been changing over these past 5-6 months. And now it's like crazy how the pivotal change and like everything that needs to change, it's like it's just happening on its own in a way. You know what I mean? I'd always said like once I got into a relationship, YouTube is gonna be on the back burner. I mean, it was already third priority or whatever, right? But it's for sure now like way on the back burner, because it's like I got somebody that I care about, and we're trying to do some shit in real life to where, what I mean, like YouTube is there or whatever, and I can turn this, market into a business and all that, right? But at the same time, it's like I'm really trying to do something sustainable because she's a little bit older than me, and I feel like I need to catch up and be on the same playing field as her. You know what I mean? So it's like school, dealing with my own personal shit, bills and all that, and then with her, it's like I got a full schedule. You know what I mean? I got a full set of responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show up for and take care of every day. So it's like I don't got time to be sitting up here going back and forth about fucking receipts, non-receipt receipts.
when you start manifesting things in your life that really mean something to you, it really does help to set the priorities up. And that's what you're talking about between school and a relationship to somebody that's really meaningful.
But let's put it this way, and I know people are gonna hate it, but it's kind of called like being a man. You know what I'm saying? Putting your priorities ahead of the bullshit. And you know, that's been my biggest lesson for me as like a 27-year-old. If anybody else is, you know, 27 or younger or whatever listening, bro, or if you got kids younger, tell them, man, like, bro, sometimes your priorities, you just gonna have to like put some shit to the side, or all together is get rid of it, because it's really just gonna be a hinder to you, bro. Like, you're not gonna be able to grow, you're not gonna be able to do your need to do, because you steady fucking off time. You know what I mean? You steady fucking off energy on shit that don't matter, when you could be gearing that energy and that time towards shit that's gonna matter, and it's gonna ultimately lead to a result at the end of the day. So that's what I'm looking for, is results, and I'm looking for positive results. And you know, the consequences of that are gonna lead to something that's gonna be way bigger. You know what I mean? Like the last thing I said to the Umar sector was like, bro, by the time I get done with all my stuff and y'all look back at my channel, I'm gonna be shitting on all y'all that talked about me, talk crazy about me. You know what I mean? And that's my whole thing. I'm gonna show and prove.
Time to get accustomed to that. Like, I know, like, we say we ain't doing it again, but it really does take practice to actually really overcome self in a way where you can really like let go. Like, because I've said I'm done with certain things, like not necessarily in this situation, but just period. And getting to that place was actually more of a journey than just a decision. You know, it was something I had to work toward executing effectively, and I did. So yeah, it's a journey sometimes.
And it takes I'll say this, it takes work, it takes extreme work if you want to get even mentally to the spot to where you can see yourself transcending or ascending beyond whatever level that you're at now, right? And I'll tell you what, you have been a big inspiration. Storm has been a big inspiration, and everybody else that has said, hey, I see potential in you. Because to me, that's been the biggest motivator, you know what I mean, is when people you look at you and tell you, even when you don't see it, that you have potential. And to me, I was like, damn, I don't want to be disappointing the people that support me, especially you, like investing time and money and everything into me to see me do better. And then it's like, I'm taking 10 steps backwards. Like, and that to me is just.
And now you're making me proud.
Yeah. No, but I mean,
naysayers who was like, "Girl, what the fuck? What you thinking?" Okay, now look at him. Look at him. It was always there. I always saw it.
And this is the last thing I'll say. Especially, you know, like I said, CTV and me, you and I will never have beef. Like I said to you months ago, I'll never be upset with you, mad at you, anything like that. Like, if that was the case, I would definitely pick up the phone and call you and we'd talk about it.
And that's what I was saying to people when people was like, this is
subliminals on it.
Yeah, I'm like, no. I said, I fully have confidence in Knockout that, like, he and I have a real friendship. If there's something that he needs to speak to me about, he knows he can pick up the phone.
And for anybody that's hoping on, oh, well, is it going to be a public fallout between Knockout and keep waiting on that shit. You be waiting till you die, bro. I swear.
That's what Larry was saying the other day. He was like, everybody done fell the fuck out, and people were saying that me and you was gonna fall out. And I'm like, not. And I also was saying to people too, I was like, let's hypothetically say that this post is about me. I'm so invested in Knockout's happiness that I'm not even going to make that about me. If it takes him to distance himself from me to be in a better place, I can support that in love, because I want what's best for him. And if that's him not being here, then I respect that, because I want what's best for him.
Yeah, and I mean, I will delete my whole YouTube channel before I come out and make a innuendo or a subliminal post about you. That's not gonna happen. Like I said, it's the people in the chat and a lot of the audience members that even I had, right, that I needed to speak directly to. And this is not a shot at anybody that supported me or helped me out or anything like that. This is directly to the people that I'm talking to, and the people that I'm talking to know who I'm talking to. And it's plain as day. Just like the last live, you know what I mean. I didn't come on trying to speak to everybody or speak. I was speaking to one person, and you know what I mean. It's like, of course, there could have been different ways to go about that, but at the time, that's how I was feeling. You know what I mean. But like I said, moving forward, I'm not gonna come on and disrespect your platform by or your panel by coming on and screaming and yelling and doing all that carry on and shit. It's not cool. It's not
Well,
what
to
I
be
want.
honest, I knocked out. I mean, you know the things that you want to improve upon in yourself, but also like have how you show up in this space as also like a way to show the audience that there is a double standard to the way that Black women oftentimes come up on this space and stand in equal glory and knowing that same gender loving people, Black women instead of come up on this platform and stand in their glory and get the policing that goes on when a black cis hetero man comes up here and stands in his glory. Like, let's not like if we're gonna be fair, then be fair. But if we're not gonna be fair, then like make the exception for everybody. Like if everybody gets to get up here and pop their shit and handle their shit and talk their shit and whatever the case may be, then don't make the exception for cis hetero Black men. Like we would have to do that same shit for cis hetero Black women, for the LGBT community. So I'm just like, let's just learn to talk through this stuff. Let's not like pay more attention to the emotion people speaking with, etc. Y'all still can hear him. Y'all still know what he's saying, etc. And I just see like a lot of that witch hunting going on when it comes to cis hetero Black men. And I know that I have a lot to say about the straight Black male community, but I'm also able to see like the hypocrisy and like the unnecessary witch hunting and using like your experiences and using like you, because you speak with a lot of emotion, you show up with a lot of emotion, you show up with passion. And I just find it interesting that everybody else on this platform as well, all the other panelists, all the other subbies who hit the stream, a lot of them show up with that same passion, and it's not really a problem. And I don't like that it's only a problem when cis hetero men come and express themselves with emotion, and then just like, okay, let's call 911 because a Black man is elevating his voice or whatever. So I just, I view you expressing like yourself as a way to like address the double standard.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can call it what it is. You have Black men that, we have men in general, right? But you do have Black men that take it a step too far, that do yell and get violent and put hands on and everything. And I understand that when a lot of people, and especially a lot of Black women, they grew up seeing a Black man a lot of times lose it, didn't have any emotional control or anything like that, right? Typically, if a Black man gets mad in a restaurant, right, or in a store or something, starts screaming, it's oh shit, let's call the police immediately. You know what I mean? There've been plenty of times in my life when I'm turning up on somebody because of a real reason, and I ain't even get to yelling or anything yet. Just the fact of that I'm posturing up is intimidating enough. You know what I mean? So sometimes,
and I don't like the fact that they, a lot of times on this platform, they've turned your reactions into the equivalency of it being a physical confrontation. Like I'm like, not right. This is not even physical. This is all, we're all virtual each other virtually. And like Knockout doesn't even have the capacity to hit, hurt, or harm anyone physically. He's engaging with like, so y'all expect the man to address sometimes what is not even constructive criticism, it's all out criticism, right, and judgment, and then hit the link after you know that knockout is going to like stand up for himself in a certain way. And then when you choose to hit the link and he gives you the knockout experience, then play the victim. You're not the victim. Like, you know who you came up here to address. This is why your criticisms were what they were at the live stream. So then don't get up here, don't just criticize them, then get up here, gaslight him, and then use his reaction as a way to make him the villain. That's literally like narcissistic as hell. And like, there's a way to give constructive criticism, etc. But some of the people just really be like on a bullshit. But like you said, a lot of it does come from the fact that there's a history of like, we've been conditioned because of how Black men express themselves, because of the way that they're socialized. They're either happy or it's ass kicking time. There's not a lot of ground for communication and working things out, the conflict resolution, being dead, gang violence, street violence, domestic violence, etc. And we also are biting into white supremacy. So that the narrative on Black men's lives as well. So white supremacy like doubles down on it, and then it just spins into this whole like, okay, Black men can't speak with passion, they can't speak with emotion, they can't stand up for themselves, even when they're justifiably doing so. They have to have a certain tone, they have to have a certain posture, they have to make sure to be void of anything that could be deemed or seen as aggressive. And it's just like too fucking much. I can't fucking do it. You just have to shut the fuck up. Like, I just can't. And so the way you show up, it makes for these conversations. And I also don't want you to ever think that like you are you're going to be able to ever operate in a way that does not create people who just want to like have a false narrative on you. Like, long as you're a content creator out here, even sticking to the facts, motherfuckers will criticize the facts. They'll criticize your narrative of the facts. They'll criticize you covering the facts. Like, there's always going to be that dualism. There's always going to be like,
well, see, check out this. So when you've got even men, right? Black men, we suffer from patriarchy as well, and in a way of like the mayonnaise folk, and this is real deep, but even in those days, a Black man couldn't express himself in a way that, in a healthy way, that we can agree with, right? But the thing is like, at what point do we start to realize that not every Black man is violent, not every Black man is the way that people say that we are? We absolutely do care, and we have emotional intelligence. It's just that a lot of us have been misguided because, to be honest with you, to be real with you, if people are coming from single mother households, who was the example for them being raised? You know what I mean? Somebody who was emotionally unintelligent because of their hurt or because of their traumas or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not trying to say that mothers are to blame or that Black women are to blame or anything like that, but I'm saying that even the people that we do look to be nurtured by still give us those same sentiments. You know what I'm saying? So
especially when you are a man, because they are reinforcing the patriarchy and the socialization and training you to bottle in your emotions and policing your emotions too. So I can understand why like Black men in general, like whether it's gay Black men or straight Black men, just become explosive, because it's the result of that disproportionate socialization. Like, you can't tell me not to have feelings, to suck everything the fuck in, suck the fuck everything up, to man the fuck up all the time, to suppress my feelings, and then expect me to be a great communicator.
Right. And see,
expect me to be like sound. No, I'm gonna have the response of somebody suffering from PTSD. I'm gonna have a fucking trauma response to be in silence. I'm gonna have a trauma fucking response when it comes to like my emotions bleeding. And yeah, I probably am not gonna necessarily, and that's why I make the exception for Black women, because I know that it's been a lot, and I'm just like, okay, so this let your emotions run. It's on us, the listeners, to listen, not to get caught up in your delivery or get caught up in your language or get caught up in your tone, because even the tone and the delivery have information in it.
Right.
But when we make your tone about us, we're taking away from the system that we're really all saying fucked us all over, because the side effects of that system is also responsible for the tone. It's responsible for the aggression. It's responsible for all of that emotion that's coming up. Like it's all a trickle that same shit. You at work, aren't
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
you better work and get your social media content in.
Yeah, like I said, I was gonna make a live tomorrow, but I was like, you know what? Let me just get on because I don't even want to. You know what I mean? The things I want to upload on my channel, I want to be related to my new content. You know what I mean? But you know what? I'm off in an hour. If you're still gonna be up,
Hell no, I'm not. Well, no, yeah, I'm gonna be up, but this gonna be off.
Oh yeah. I'll call you.
I'm gonna call you right after this live because I gotta ask you something too.
Okay. Yeah. Do that. I'm gonna. Yeah. We should plan something for tomorrow too. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to this. But you know, I just wanted to come on and get my sentiments towards everything.
But I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. You already know this. And I'm glad. I'm honestly like when I read this today, it was actually like a relief for me because I know a lot. I understand, and because me and you are close, I understand on a different level as well, and because I'm also been a part of bullshit. I understand and I understand. So when I read this, I was like, I'm so fucking glad he loves himself enough to not do this to himself anymore. I'm glad he loves himself enough to actually afford himself the peace and the forward moving and the productiveness that he fucking deserves, because when he's being productive, he sees that it pays off. Look at how you manifested a lover. Look at how you manifested going back to school. Look at how you manifested taking a risk outside of the content you were making and seeing that there was success in that as well. Like, look at what happened when you gave yourself a chance. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to want to talk to me ever fucking again. The fact that he's winning right now, like, I was like, if that's what the fuck it takes to like for you to like just be in your shit and for you to get the bag and for you to get and like when I say your bag, I'm talking about like your emotion, like your happy bag, your bag, your peace of mind bag, like whatever the fuck it takes, like amen fucking to you, cause we got one fucking life. This is it. Like fucking as far as we know. And it just ain't no way to live it. Being up and down and not really being happy, not really being fucking fulfilled. So I'm happy for you. And I'm glad that you came up here and cleared up, like what other people thought that it meant, etc. And that you have clarified what going forward with you means for you, etc. And we all rooting for you.
Definitely. Thank you, man. What yeah, call me when you get done. I'll be up.
All right. Okay. That was Knockout, you guys. Man, it honestly like this feels like a it's my night, no stress, no fight, I'm leaving it all. And I feel like this about the collective of us. Like, this has been such a long journey, and I'm happy for everybody who found their peace in this situation. I even the shit that I have been saying we're gonna take to the grave. A lot of us took to the grave with us. Like, I don't even hold it. I don't even take it personal because because it got so fucked up that I don't think it's proper to have expected people to act well. I don't think it was proper for me to expect people to, like Knockout was saying, to have made loyal decisions, made loving decisions. There was definitely betrayals that happened within that never got spoken about, that happened within house, that never got addressed and that never got spoken about. But considering the circumstances, considering the level of emotional drama that was going on and physical drama that was going on, I've made a decision to just forgive the conduct of everybody. No matter how nasty and and out of order, and how like, what the fuck, are you kidding me? The shit was like, considering how much has been going on and how long it has been going on and the things that have been going on, I just forgave everybody. Not the other side, but all the things that happen on this side. All of the things that are going to be in a classified folder and put into a dresser. I just chose to forgive it. I just chose to forgive it. Other people chose to forgive it as well, because people weren't always well throughout this process. And I think for me, I got to, because I've seen it in my own family over the years, but I've also been able to see that, you know, a lot of stuff that we will take personally because it is being said about us, it is somebody who we care about that's doing it to us. It's easy because it's being done to us to internalize it and to personalize it. But you guys will be so shocked and so surprised how so much of the shit that somebody did to you, so much of the betrayal from the people that you thought cared about you, that even though you was on the receiving end of that fuck shit, even though the people directed it towards you, it wasn't even about you. The context didn't even have nothing to do with you. You was just in the line of fire for people's pain. You were just in the line of fire for people's confusion. You was just in the pathway of the bullet. But the bullet wasn't even intended for you. Even when they said it to you, even when they put your name on it, even when they put your body in it, it wasn't even about you. And that's very hard to swallow because it happens to us. So the temptation and the natural call to make it personal comes second nature to us. To personalize it, because it happened to me. You stole from me. You stole out of my purse. I'm gonna make that about my purse. I'm gonna make that about you doing that to me. It ain't even got nothing to do with you, baby. It never did. It never did. And I think that that's really the root of forgiveness. Is that forgiveness comes about when you realize that it wasn't about you. What they did to you ain't have nothing to do. And when you can really understand that and you can really accept that, oh, you can be free from all that shit you done personalized. Oh, you thought when your mama didn't come back for you that it was about you. Oh, you thought the way that grandma did you was about you. It wasn't about you. Oh, you think the way that your ex, it ain't had nothing to do with you. When you really can lean into that fully, man, my God, it's so fucking crazy how much sadness and heartbreak and hurt and disappointment we're all carrying around about people who made things about us that weren't even about us. That we're walking around feeling a way about ourselves and our relationship to love and our relationship to worthiness based upon what other people did to us, and those people didn't. It wasn't even about us. The things that they did wasn't even about us. Here it is, you suffering from low self-esteem because a motherfucker took out all they ugly on you. Because a motherfucker took out all their insecurity on you. Because a motherfucker took out all their bullshit on you. And you walking around now feeling the way about you over shit that people did to you who didn't even do it to you because it was about you. Loving yourself, self-love is about reclaiming all that you thought people took from you. Forgiving yourself is about reclaiming all that shit you made about you that wasn't about you. I'm encouraging, if you ain't took nothing else away from this 2.5-year beef, I want you to take away the opportunity to reclaim your fucking self. To walk the fuck away from brokenness and hurts and experiences with people that ain't had nothing to do with you to regain yourself again. There's power in redemption, in betrayal, in hurt. It's never too late. Never too late. Your torturer can become your remedy. Your remedy. Forgiveness is about realizing that what they did to you wasn't about you, babe. And loving yourself is about moving forward as the person who knows that none of that shit that he did to me or she did to me was about me. Don't make the infidelity about you. Don't make the mistress about you. Don't make the divorce about you. Don't make the childhood abuse about you. Don't make the sexual assault experience about you. That stuff ain't never had nothing to do with you. People just turned their pain on you because they had proximity to you. They had access to you. You was the closest thing in reach to hurt, to transfer pain. None of that shit had nothing to do with you. And you got to love yourself enough to start living from that place, living from the place of freedom, living from the vibration of a world that's not against you, for an opportunity to find love again and to live again. That's what I'm taking away from this, man. I learned so much about people, about human nature, about my fucking self, things that have transformed my mind. This has been a transformative drama. Transformative fucking drama, baby. And when I got to that point where I realized, oh, this was something God was going to have me go through, I immediately started finding all the wisdom. Okay, God, what you want me to know? What you want me to see here? Like, what you want me to know? What you want me to know, baby? What you want me to know? Because clearly, this is what we're doing. Okay. But I got to make this worth it for me. I can't go through this as no victim. It's got to be something else in us. I got to be able to turn this spinach, got to become muscle. Muscle, baby. Whatever this is, baby, it got to become power. I got to transmute this shit, baby. It got to be power. I got to turn that P in pain to the P in power. Because I can't do the victim shit, baby. It's got to be some empowering shit here, baby. And it's my job to find out how to make myself strong in these circumstances. How to make myself more empowered. How to reach for a deeper place of empowerment and self-love. And that's all negativity does, is it just drives you to reach in even deeper into personal happiness. It makes you make your proclamation to self-love and maturity real. The universe wants to make a real nigga out of you. That's why it'll keep testing you over and over and over until you become a real nigga. Because you say you're a woman, right? You say you're a man, right? Right? You say you're integral, right? Right? Oh, okay. See, the universe know you on your fuck shit. But the universe is going to conspire against you or towards your alignment and your well-being and your wholeness, baby. Oh, yes, it is. It ain't, you ain't manifesting the shit you're manifesting to be the victim. You meant to be the victor. You got to take everything as an opportunity to be a better you. Even the sick shit, you got to take as an opportunity to be a better you. to be a better you, because that's all that it's about, is a better you. Better you. Okay? So this is it, child. God bless America. Make America blessed again, bitch. Fuck great. Make America blessed again, girl. Make it blessed again, baby. God bless the world, child. So I just had to come through with the 1-2. This feels so good, man. There's never been a goodbye that had this much good in it. Everything else that's going to happen now is just going to be history. History. But officially, the boat has sailed. And once again, this only speaks to this side. This ain't got nothing to do with, the other side. The folk can commit until they blue in the face, baby. They won't have no help. The haters just won't have no help, baby. There won't be nobody to respond to, baby. There won't be nobody talking back, baby. Okay? And anything that happens that's illegal, baby, it will be dealt with in the courts of the lands, baby. Ain't no talking about it, bitch. Gonna completely be about it on period. Okay? And man, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. The Jesus sector. The Jesus sector, baby. Now all of our disciples are officially walking on water. Amen, baby. We prove that we are who we are, after all. So let me get out of here, child. I got to go catch up on all this shit, child. I'm going to come back. Now, let me tell y'all now, if I end up pushing that live back, that like I said at noon, girl, charge it to the fact that I've been up here at 4:40 a.m. in the morning and I ain't went to bed yet. So if I end up not being able to get my ass up and pry my ass up on time, all I can say is I will be in the building today. It might not be at damn noon, even though I'm going to make it my business for it to be at noon, baby. Okay? But we'll be in the building. Okay? Shout out to all 157 of y'all in the building. I think we almost had 200 up in this bitch at one point in time in the past 2 hours. Stay in prayer, y'all. Stay in peace, baby. Stay near the cross. Stay near the wisdom, honey. Keep reaching. Keep living. We ain't trying to live. We ain't trying to survive. We're trying to live, girl. Keep living. Live your life. Find your joy. And sector news going forward will be about other sectors, girl. But the church sector is officially closed for business, baby. 2.5-year drama has come to personal resolve on everybody's end on this side. We on this end are moving forward, and now we're all unanimously doing that. A knockout. He was the last Power Ranger out there on the battlefield. Now that he realized that the war has been won, it ain't nothing to do now but to join us in living the benefits, living the world that we created, living the peace that we created, child, living in the results of winning the war, okay? Because at some point, you gotta sit back and be able to enjoy what you want. That's it. So, yo, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Good night. Good morning. God bless. Peace.